Murder in the morning from the Hidden Killers podcast.
So this is a rather disturbing one. A 10-year-old boy from Nixon, Texas, has confessed to the murder of 32-year-old food worker Brandon O'Quinn Rasberry, who was found dead in his mobile home on January 8th of 2022, which makes the 10-year-old boy from Nixon, Texas, 7 when this took place. The Gonzales County Sheriff's Office reported that Rasberry died from a gunshot wound to the head, with the boy admitting to the crime nearly 2 years later. Brandon O'Quinn Rasberry, a worker at Holmes Foods, had not been seen for 2 days before his landlord discovered his body following a welfare check initiated by his employer. Initial investigations provided no leads, as detectives found nothing suspicious in the vicinity or in forensic data from Rasberry's cell phone. It wasn't until a school bus incident involving the young boy that the breakthrough came. According to the sheriff's office, the confession emerged after the boy, then a student at Nixon-Smiley Consolidated Independent School District, threatened another student, leading to his referral to a child forensic interviewer. During the interview, the 10-year-old child described in detail that 2 years ago, he shot and killed a man in a trailer in Nixon, Texas. The sheriff's office explained the boy had access to a pistol from his grandfather's truck, entered Rasberry's mobile home, and shot him while he slept. Wasn't there like a movie about this called like The Omen or something?
I think so.
Like Damien, the child whose name has not been disclosed due to his age. I think if you shoot somebody, your name gets to be exposed. Nobody fucking cares about if you pull the trigger and you intentionally go and kill someone, you get your name exposed. Told authorities that he had never met Rasberry before and acted without any known motive. After the incident, the firearm was returned to the glove compartment and later pawned by the grandfather. Authorities have since recovered the gun from a pawn shop in Seguin, Texas, and confirmed its involvement in the crime through forensic tests. Despite the confession, legal proceedings have taken an unusual turn. Under Texas law, children under 10 cannot be held criminally responsible. Does that mean you could start like a whole group of hitmen that are under 10?
Yeah. I knew exactly where you were headed with that, and the answer sounds like yes.
It's like, hire a hitman. They're all like 9 years old, but the sheriff's...
There's gangs of 9-year-olds with guns running around because, it's Texas. Everybody's got a gun, so they're highly accessible. They don't need to walk in somewhere and try to buy one at age 7.
My God. The sheriff's office stating at this time of the murder, the juvenile suspect was 7 years old, only a week shy of his 8th birthday. Therefore, charges for murder will not be filed. However, the boy is facing charges related to the school bus threat. The incident raises profound questions about the adequacy of juvenile justice laws and the role of adults in securing firearms. Jeff Van Auken, Nixon-Smiley Independent School District Superintendent, remarked on the gravity of the situation and the district's cooperation with the ongoing investigation. He confirmed that the child would not return to the elementary school campus. How about we're talking about everything but the problem here. What was home life like that he decided to go get a gun and randomly shoot somebody in the trailer? That might be the first place to be looking here. What was home life like? What was going on with the boy? He had another incident where he had to talk to a forensic interviewer. That's not necessarily a common thing you get at elementary school of, let's go have the forensic interviewer talk to the kid. Normally it's like, let's go talk to the guidance counselor. But what's going on with a forensic interviewer? And then you find out he shot somebody 2 years ago in the head, and he didn't say anything about it either.
Right.
He lied he didn't say anything for 2 years. He's a psycho. Yeah. He's a fucking psychotic kid.
Yeah. Yeah. This is I really, somebody this young, it pains me to say this out loud, but I am going to say it. He is going to grow up to be a trash human being that does not deserve a chance. And I feel awful. But if he is capable of this at this age and there's no intervention, he's not being charged with murder. So what are they going to do with him? I just don't think he could be a productive member of society. I just don't.
He can't be. He won't be. He'll end up killing someone else. And then they'll look back going, well, if we only had done something about that when he was 10, and now he's off the whole family, or God knows what else he's going to do. There's something very wrong with his mind. If he's able to murder someone and then not say a word about it to anyone for 2 years. That's a very disturbing thing. So I'm guessing the kid's been abused as hell, or there's just something very mentally wrong with him.
And it's possible that something is absolutely miswired with him, that he doesn't have empathy. He doesn't feel, anything toward anybody else. And it has nothing to do with the parents other than their genetic line may be corrupt, and needs a new hard drive. I don't know what you do when you end up with a child like this. Does counseling fix this? I don't know.
No.
This would be an interesting one to bring up with Siobhan.
It would be a very interesting one to bring up with Siobhan, without a doubt. It makes you wonder. I mean, God, I highly doubt that this kid's ever going to grow to be anything in life or have any sort of functional relationship. But just for a moment, let's pretend that he does. Let's pretend that he is able to move beyond this, and then he's a young adult and he's going out for a date with a lovely young woman or man or whatever he wants to identify as, maybe a cat, because we can do that now too, I guess. And then it's like, talk about your childhood. Well, I shot a man when I was 7. What? Yeah, I just went into his trailer.
You were playing pretend, right?
And then I shot him in the head. Oh. Hey, have you ever tried the Cheddar Bay biscuits here? This is a really fancy restaurant. They're amazing. The Cheddar Bay. Oh my God, the Cheddar Bays. I've never been. This is like 5-star dining here at the Red Lobster. No. But
well, first of all, Red Lobster's probably not going to be around. They're going to file for bankruptcy protection.
I saw that because your
story is now flawed.
They fucked up the endless shrimp is the whole reason.
Yeah, I agree.
They're like, we ran out. No, it is. That's the reason. They fucked up the endless shrimp. They started offering it too much, and then they lost millions of dollars. Like nobody said, hey, we're losing money on the shrimp. Maybe we should stop this endless shrimp thing. No, keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
But I digress.
Fuck them. I'm really pissed off about that because I like the Cheddar Bay biscuits. I ate at Red Lobster this weekend. It was delicious.
I love it. It's been months because I have to drive to Green Bay to find a Red Lobster because the city I live in, every April Fool's, somebody says, oh, we're getting a Red Lobster. No, we're not. We never are. We never will. Knock it off.
That's funny. We have the Cheesecake Factory. We have the Cheesecake Factory rumors here. This is a horrible, horrible story, but the first thing we should be looking at again, what's going on in the kid's home life? Let's identify that, because I'm guessing that would tell us quite a bit about what's happening here. Some sort of mental evaluation, because the kid's a danger. He's a freaking danger to anyone he's around, considering what he's been able to get away with thus far. And if it just keeps being proven to him that he can get away with that shit, well, guess what? This is not going to end well.
Want to listen ad-free? Want advanced access to all of our interviews before anyone else?
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
You get every episode commercial-free.
So you can binge on true crime
until you can binge no more.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts now, or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast next.